Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They run with Thompson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Go!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Got it. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Yeah. You ain't Trump. You ain't got nothing. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
On 2nd down and 4, Bridgewater being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, Bridgewater. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
You better be ready. I'm scared of it.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Mayfield. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
14-yard pickup, but it's third down.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Benjamin. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Yeah. Good. Motion backfield. 56.
Bridgewater now. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. It's going to be a long day.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Single. Here I come. I'm coming after you, 25. I'm coming after you, 25. Here I come. Hey.
Here's Mayfield to Thompson on the screen. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's rock. Big Sears right here.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back. 22, Jack, cover. 22, Jack, cover. 56, Mike, 56, right there. 56. 3 buzz. Hold the look, hold.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Kansas City Chiefs.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Watch the screen. 54.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Bridgewater. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. On 1st down, Thompson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield off the play fake. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Even. 4 down. Even. 51 the mic, boy. 51.
On third down, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Bryant's extra point up and good, and it's now 14-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And now it's second down.
50. 20. 58 the mic. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 58, right over there, Yeah.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Texans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. There he goes, right side. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action. Mayfield. Out left, he's got it to Everett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Mayfield. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long, and hope someone would come free.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. And Bryant's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, let's just...
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Right there, 54 Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Throwing. Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Come on.
Now Bridgewater. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Paul Richardson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And there he goes again. He's at the 30. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Texans get a bit closer.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Texans 17.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
On first down, Lindsay. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Blue Dan, blue Dan.
Here's Bridgewater. Completes it to Benjamin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And Kansas
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run here with Lindsey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
That's what I do.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Kings. 58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike. Push him back. Under 10. Kings.
Throwing, Mayfield. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Hey, alert 33.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play.
17.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Mayfield. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Third down.
Dead. 180. Mike, 58, right there. Yo.
Mayfield now from the 50. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield to Thompson on the screen. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
Complete to
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's Mayfield. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will get him one closer. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side.
Stay with your man.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Back to it after the pick six, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 2nd and 10, Mayfield forced out to his left. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
180! I got him!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Set, 180! 50 seconds to Mike. Get that quarterback at all costs. I got you.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
They can't stop me out here.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mayfield with it once more. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Evans has it left side. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And watch the lane.
Another run by Lindsey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Come on, set. Look long. Right there. 56. Hey, let's get in them holes.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get him. Get him. Get him.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Houston, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.